Greetings, everybody. This is Leviathan here, and today we're talking charms. This is part of my How Does X Work series in Diablo Immortal Technical Alpha, and one of the ones that I've seen a lot of is how do charms work? How do you get a skill stone? Charms weren't really available to test heavily in this alpha, and it makes sense because this alpha was mostly about early leveling and mid-game stuff, and charms are looking to be a very end-game system. So let me show you the charm that I have. It is ranked up to rank 5, and that is the highest rank that you can get a charm to. And you can see on here, like, whoa, that's kind of interesting. You got some weird skills on there that aren't really about the demon hunter, and that is just because that's how charms work. So initially, you get a charm. It's at rank 1, and it has a skill on it. This is actually the order that I added the skills to them. So this one started out with Smokescreen. I was like, oh, that's cool. At the time, it was actually really good for me because I was using a legendary item that made my Smokescreen actually deal damage. So it was essentially amplifying the damage of my Smokescreen on my charm, which I was like, that's really sick. The way that you add ranks to charms and add skills, one and the same, is you have this craftsman here in West March. So you can see this is where we are in the zone right now. We are right here at the bottom, off the central square. And so you talk to him. He's like, yo, I got some services for you. And so the first menu here is for salvaging. And that is going to happen quite a bit because one thing to keep in mind is that gear is specific to the character that finds it. There's no trading of gear at all. Count charms as gear because it's part of one of the gear slots. It's the 13th slot for gear. And the one way to procure them in the alpha right now is from bounties. You literally get 1 per day from doing like your first 4 bounties. You get a reward of 1 charm. And in the battle pass, you also got some charms. I think there was a reward of getting 3 charms. Might be able to find that quickly. But that was just the only other way of getting a decent glut of charms. Actually, is it right here? Rank 1 charm. Actually, that's just 1 charm though. Maybe there was another thing here too. I could have sworn we got a couple more. But in any case, charms are very hard to come by. Who knows if there'll be more? Oh, there's another one too. So I guess there's a few instances of getting some charms throughout the battle pass. And that's just on the free track. Hopefully in the end game there will be more ways to get charms. Otherwise it's going to be a very slow grind to get them. But there's other things at work here too to help with it. So anyways, it takes a long time to get charms. Usually they won't have a skill that you care about because it'll be for a different class. And there's no reason to keep that because you can't give it to another class. Like there's no sharing of your stash or anything like that. All characters are essentially independent except for Paragon. Paragon is the thing that is shared, and also they let us know if you buy the paid track of the battle pass, that will be shared across classes as well, but that's it. So the reason I mention all of this is because you're going to break down a lot of those charms that don't do anything for you, that don't have any skills that you care about, and you get crafting material for that. And then the way that you upgrade a charm, I guess maybe I can go grab one for my stash so I can illustrate this for you better. I don't even know if I have enough of the materials for it, but you salvage a charm and you get 10 of the sort of material that you use to upgrade your charm. You need 20 to rank up your charm. Actually, here, we can do a perfect example since it's the end of alpha. Let's grab these 2. So I have a couple charms that were in progress, and I'll show you the reason why they're in progress as we run back here. So it's kind of the steps to making charms. So step 1 is salvaging all the ones that you don't care about. Actually, I do care about this charm because this is a charm with Sentry on it, which is one of my main skills. Although I don't really use Sentry as a damage skill. But I would salvage this, and you can see you get 10 of this alchemical powder. And that's what you use to upgrade charms. You need 20 alchemical powder to rank a charm up once. So if I get rid of that, boom, I have some alchemical powder now. If I go to upgrade, I have this charm that I'm working on. It actually does have Smokescreen, and it started out with Hammer of the Ancients. So when I upgraded it once, I got Smokescreen. I was like, okay, that's cool. I have now 30 alchemical power. It takes 20 to upgrade it, so now I hit the upgrade button. And I've added Magic Missile as a wizard. So it pulls from the whole gamut of skills of every class. And that's why it's going to be so hard to get a super good charm. Like if you wanted a charm that had +1 or plus something to all of your Demon Hunter skills that you're using, this is going to be something that takes ages. Like you're going to really have to work very hard to get a good one, and that's why it's considered to be like a long-term and endgame system. And so the next thing that you do, then you're like, well, how do I even upgrade my charm? How do I make it better? I eventually just get 5 random things and that's it, right? Well, not quite. So first you're going to have a charm that, like, hopefully it has a couple things that are good for you on it, and that'll be the one you equip, and that'll be the one you use. Then you're going to make another charm in the background that you rank up, and either you somehow get lucky, and as you rank it up, you just get a better one than you currently have equipped, or if it gets to rank 5, and it has just some skills on it that you don't care about, what you can do is extract that charm. So I can't do that here because I don't have another rank 5 charm. I guess if I really wanted to commit, I could get rid of the one that I currently have equipped, but I don't want to do that for you. But what happens with that is it turns it into a skill stone. That is how you get a skill stone, is you extract a rank 5 charm. And what a skill stone does is it locks all those skills. So if we go back to show you the one that we currently have equipped, it would lock every skill that we have here into the skill stone. So you'd have Smokescreen, you have Arcane Wind, Vengeance, Fists of Thunder, and Cleave, all in the skill stone. Then what happens is you can imbue. So then I would take my my charm that I have here, and say I had a skill stone that had multi-shot, Vengeance, actually let's not say Vengeance, multi-shot, Daring Swing, Smokescreen. Actually, damn it, I don't want to use ones that are already on here because there's a replacement mechanic as well. Just say I had 5 DH skills that I don't yet have on my charm. What the imbue process does is it takes the skill stone with those skills and uses it up, and then imbues this charm. You pick one of the skills to replace, so I would take like Arcane Wind off of this and use the skill stone, and at random on the skill stone it will pick one of the skills that's there and give you that skill. So you in order for you to get a guaranteed good outcome, you would want a skill stone that had 5 skills on it that you would already want to use. And that's probably never going to happen because no one would make a skill stone unless they somehow got that charm and they weren't playing a DH, but they were on a DH. Or they were on like a wizard or something. But basically what I'm trying to say is, like, say a DH made a charm and it had 5 really good DH skills, you would never turn that into a skill stone because you would just use that as the DH. But if you're on a wizard and you get that, then yeah, you turn that into a skill stone. And the reason why I'm saying you would get that from someone is because that is one of the few things that's actually tradable in the market. So in this marketplace, there are a few things you can trade. When we come here, there are gems, runes, legendary gems, and as you can see, skill stones. And you can like sort it for what you're looking for. So here it's Demon Hunter, all skills right now, but I can say I only want to see ones that have multi-shot as one of the skills in the skill stone, Reign of Vengeance, Strafe, etc. And this will help me like peer through. Hopefully once the game is thriving and there's lots of players and stuff and everyone's making crappy charms, then they'll turn them into skill stones and you'll be able to get them here. And I imagine they will go for a pretty penny because people will be desperate to improve their charm, and you're going to be doing this process a lot since the outcome is random. You're going to hopefully try to get, I think the ideal of what you'll see is maybe a skill stone that has like 2 to 3 skills on it that are good for you, and then get those. The replacement thing that I was talking about was if you get a skill stone that already has a skill on it that is exists on your charm, it doesn't sadly do anything for you, it just replaces it. What I was kind of hoping would happen would be that it would upgrade. So like let's say I have Smokescreen on my charm, which I do, and I have a skill stone that has like multi-shot and Smokescreen and some other stuff. If the RNG happened to pick Smokescreen to add to my charm, what I would have hoped would happen was that it'd be like +1 rank to Smokescreen. Instead it just replaces it though. So I don't even understand, maybe the system isn't complete yet, as to how you would get a higher rank to your skills on your charm. Because right now you can see it says Smokescreen rank +1, and the possible rank is 5. I don't know if that means maximum for the skill at all, because if you look at the skill for Smokescreen, right now it's at rank 3. And then because of my charm, so usually it's at rank 2. Because of my charm, it's at rank 3. So is it saying that the charm's max rank is 5, and then I could take my Smokescreen up to 7? Or is it that Smokescreen's maximum no matter what is 5, and so I would hopefully get to like +3 on Smokescreen? These are questions that we have, but again, it's an early time for charms because it really is likely an endgame system. And so that just at least gives you a little bit of an overview of how they work and why it's going to be so crazy to get a good one. I'm personally kind of excited by that prospect because I love chasing like long-term progression and goals that you can just go for over, you know, what may be your whole life before you finally nail like the perfect thing, the perfect charm. I just do hope that there's a little more clarity to the system, so players aren't like, how do I make a skill stone? And then also that we know how the rankings work, and I hope there's more access to charms. It doesn't have to be a ton, because I don't think people necessarily need to be making like rank 5 charms every day, but definitely more than one per day would be nice. So in any case, let me know how you feel about charms. Sound off in the comments section. Definitely very different from charms of D2 and such, but nice like callback to them. And let's talk it up. We'll see how charms evolve going into the next, I don't know, beta, live version of the game. And hopefully they'll be super juicy and fun to interact with. So until the next video, thank you for watching this one. I will see ya. Don't forget to subscribe for more content. Adios for now.